Welcome back to Outdoor Skills Made Easy. Today we're going to share with you a secret recipe for marinating chicken or turkey. Well, it was kind of secret until the 70s. My uncle developed the recipe, and then in the 70s one of his kids entered the state fair and won the barbecue contest. Well, part of the requirements for the winner was he had to publish it in the newspaper. And so it was secret up until the 70s, but now we're sharing it with you, and it's still wonderful. So super simple. 2 parts of a 7-Up or maybe a lemon lime soda, 1 part of soy sauce, 1 part of an oil, and then just a 1/4 cup of lemon juice and some garlic spice to put on top. Mix it up, marinate your chicken or your turkey for about 8 to 10 hours, and then hit the barbecue. Let's put some together. Let's start with 2 parts of our 7-Up. Pour that in there. Turn that over to avoid the drips. Now for our soy sauce. 1 part soy sauce. We've taken out the stopper so that we can just pour that in easily. Now we'll add 1 part canola oil. So when I'm saying parts, today we're using 1 cup as 1 part. You could use a quart, or depending on how much you're going to cook, you can figure that out, just enough to cover the meat with your marinade. 1/4 cup lemon juice, and some people like to add a little bit more, but about a 1/4 cup is good for me. And now we'll just sprinkle some garlic powder over the top for taste. I don't measure it, I just sprinkle it in. We'll give that a little stir. And now we start adding our chickens. So for me, we just went down to Costco and got some chicken tenders, and we'll put it in. You'll notice that there's some foam that starts to be created on top of the marinade. That's normal. So after 8 or 10 hours in the fridge, we'll take this out to the barbecue, put our meat on the barbecue, then we're gonna bring this marinade back inside and put it in a pan on the stove. We're gonna bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for about 20 minutes. That's gonna kill anything that's in the raw chicken, and we can use that to marinate some of the meat when we're done. We've had this marinating overnight, and I actually, a couple of hours ago, came and opened it up and rotated the chicken a little bit because the heavier ingredients tend to go to the bottom. So I just gave it a little bit of a stir, and now we're ready to go to the barbecue and cook it up. Let's go. It's time to put the chicken on the grill, and we preheated our grill to 350 degrees. Well, one of the things that I like to do before I put the chicken on is to actually turn off the flames. Because of the oil that's in the marinade, sometimes you get a lot of flare-ups. So I'm going to turn it off, we'll put the chicken on, then we'll click it back on. Just lay it out there. Okay, turn the flames back on. Let's close that down. And you're gonna let that cook until the internal temperature of the chicken is about 165 degrees. Okay, time to wait. We put the chicken on the grill and we brought the marinade back inside. We're gonna put it in our pan and heat it up, boil it just a little bit, then simmer it for about 15 or 20 minutes. That's gonna kill anything that's in the raw chicken, and we can use that to moisten some of the meat as we bring it off. Then roll the bowl over to avoid the drips, and we'll warm that up. It's been a few minutes and the chicken cooks relatively quickly, so let's go ahead and flip it. I'm going to rotate these in. It's been a few more minutes. I think we're done. Let's go ahead and check the temperature. We've chosen our thickest piece just to test it with the meat thermometer, and we're just at 165. So we know it's done. We know the rest of them are done. Let's get them off the grill. These look perfect. Okay, now let's get our marinade over here. We're just going to spoon a little bit of the marinade onto the chicken, keep it moist and delicious. This is my favorite part of the video. Let's grab a piece and cut it open, give it a try. Okay, look how nice that is. Perfect, flaky. This is perfect every time, every time. I love this. It is so good and tender and delicious every single time. I know you're going to enjoy it. And if you want a full meal, go find our video about a Dutch oven bean bake. Add those together. You can't go wrong. We hope that you'll do this, and I know you'll enjoy it. And we hope that you'll join us again at OSMEtv.